October 22nd. It's been a long time since I filmed an update, and a lot has happened in the past 2 weeks. So there's a lot to catch up on. First of all, I am 11 weeks and 1 day today. I've had blood work and another doctor's appointment done since my last video. And so far, everything's going really well. I will show you the ultrasound that I got, which was always exciting to see baby. So it's gotten a lot bigger. Unfortunately, the doctor's office doesn't have a super fancy ultrasound machine, so it's not a super clear picture, but you can see that it's definitely gotten significantly bigger. Baby was asleep during the ultrasound, and my doctor tried to kind of bounce the ultrasound wand thing on my stomach to try and wake baby up, but baby's really lazy and wasn't waking up. So that was kind of a bummer. I'm hoping at my next appointment we'll get to see it wiggling around, which would be pretty cool. Ian and I opted to do the extra genetic testing, which is the NIPT, the non-invasive prenatal test. It was mostly Ian's. I don't know. Ian really wanted it. I didn't really think we needed it because, I'm only 32. I'm not really considered advanced maternal age, and we don't have a history of genetic defects or disorders in either of our families, so I figure our risk is pretty low, but I don't know. Ian really wanted to do it, so got the extra blood work done for that, which the cool part about it is we get to find out the gender early because they just do a gender test with the blood, so I should know that in about a week. My mom is already planning a gender reveal party for when Ian and I go back to Colorado around Christmas time. So my immediate family will have a little party, and my brother and sister and their significant others, and my parents can all guess what they think it is. I can't keep it a secret from myself. There's no way I can wait 2 more months. Especially if I know I have the results in my email inbox. I have zero self-control, so we should know in a week, which is really exciting. But as far as baby goes, it's been good. Still feel pretty fatigued. Went to bed at 8 o'clock last night, which was pretty pathetic. Some days I feel better than others. Yesterday I was just extra exhausted. But I don't have really many other symptoms. My breast tenderness has, for the most part, gone away. I've never had morning sickness, which has been nice. Don't really have many food aversions or cravings yet, so it's been pretty smooth sailing. I guess I'm just really lucky. Let's see. I have just one pregnancy purchase that I've made recently, and that is a swimsuit. My friends and I went to Disneyland last weekend, which I'll touch on more in a minute, but I wanted to get a new swimsuit for the pool down at the hotel. The swimsuit I have now was already kind of tight to begin with. It was a one piece, and it had boning in it, so it was real cute, but definitely wasn't gonna fit into it now, especially that I'm bloated and just not feeling super great physically. So I opted to get a new swimsuit and a maternity suit so that I could just kind of grow into it. I looked on Amazon for a few days trying to find something basic and still kind of cute and I'm so bad at this. And something that wasn't $50 because there's a lot of really nice like maternity suits out there, but they're so expensive. And for something I'm probably only gonna wear a handful of times, I'm not spending that much money. But I got so lucky, I hit the jackpot. This is what I got. It's basic, just like I wanted. I'm sorry, I'm trying to lay it out. And it's from Motherhood Maternity, which I hear is a good brand. It feels really like nice quality, and most of the Motherhood Maternity suits that I saw on Amazon were sort of spendy, upwards of $50. So the one I got, it's a tankini, I don't know how people say it, but it's like 2 pieces. The first piece is a tank top, really cute. It's got kind of some ruching on the sides, I think, which will help expand around your giant stomach later in pregnancy. And then the bottoms are just very basic black bikini bottoms. And I wore it when we were in Disneyland, and I really like it. It's really cute, and it's not baggy or anything. Like, I can fit into it right now. It's nice and snug. And it's, I don't know, cute, right? Guess how much? $30, $15, well, not even, $28. It was like $14 per piece. We bought them separately. So awesome deal. And it's still available on Amazon. I put a link in the description bar below, because I would jump on it if you like it. That's a really cheap maternity suit, as far as what I found for the money. So that's good. But that's the only thing I've purchased so far. I haven't bought any baby stuff. We're not really planning on it because this baby's going to be so spoiled. First grandchild on either of our family sides, and first baby amongst all of our friends. So it's going to be the most spoiled brat of a baby. So plus we don't know the gender yet, and that kind of determines some things. I think, I don't know, maybe in the next couple months or so, Ian and I will like pick up some like baby furniture and some items, like bigger things that I know we won't get in a baby shower, like a crib and some shelves, or I don't know yet. We already have like a dresser and a chair and stuff that we can use though, which is nice. But anyways, so back to Disneyland. I asked my doctor the last time I saw her, about a month ago, almost a month ago, 3 weeks ago. Excuse me. I told her that we were going down to Disneyland, and I was wondering if I really had to follow the Disneyland rules, on certain attractions that said like pregnant women should not ride, which unfortunately are like all my favorite rides. But I wasn't sure if like that meant, really more for like women that have a giant belly that can't really fit into the restraints or the straps or the lap bars very well. That makes sense. If your belly is blocking the lap bar or the shoulder restraints or whatever, it's probably not safe for you to be on it. I didn't know if it really affected like pregnancy women who are pregnant as early on as me, just because I'm not showing and I'm not any bigger than I was before I got pregnant, so I don't feel like I was going to fit into the safety restraints any differently. And my doctor didn't really have a good answer. She said she'd never been asked that before. But she said that, if it were her, she would probably just avoid the really jerky rides. So if you're familiar with Disneyland, that would be rides like Indiana Jones or Star Tours or the Matterhorn. The ones that are really jolty and really jolt you around a lot, she said that she would probably avoid. And she would avoid, any extreme like roller coasters that made you pull like too many G's and made you feel too lightheaded. So I kind of just used my own judgment, because she just, like she said, she'd never been asked that before. She didn't really have a strong like answer for it. She gave me kind of what she would do, but she told me just to use my own judgment and what I felt comfortable with. So Luckily, Disneyland is mostly children's rides, so I was still able to do mostly everything, but I did skip Indiana Jones and Star Tours because those really jolt you around a lot, and since that's kind of what she initially told me to avoid, I thought I'd at least go with that, you know, I don't know, avoid that. I did ride on Splash Mountain and what other like big attractions did I ride? Big Thunder Mountain. So I still rode like the moderate rides, but I had to sit out on, you know, Space Mountain. Oh no, and I rode Space Mountain. And it was fine. The only ones, like I said, I avoided were like Star Tours and Indiana Jones and the Matterhorn. But I rode like Grizzly Rapids over in California Adventure. I don't know. So, and those, you know, a few of those rides specifically say like pregnant women should not ride, but it was fine for me. Didn't have any issues. Not worried about it. It's fine. And I don't know what else. I guess that's about it. Next appointment is next week for the nuchal translucency. And I have to go to a separate like specialist office to get that done. But they'll have like the big fancy ultrasound machines, so I'm very excited to get like a super clear picture of baby, and by then I will be 1 day shy of 12 weeks. I'll be 11 weeks and 6 days. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm not worried about it. Feel pretty good. I'm starting to feel really confident about this pregnancy. I just wish it felt more real. I don't really think of baby as like a baby. I'm sort of feeling like pregnancy is just sort of like this condition I'm dealing with right now. It hasn't really hit me yet, like what's going to be the result of it. But maybe once I see like baby move, or I know the gender, or I can feel it, maybe something like that will trigger it for me. But as of right now, you know, just taking care of myself, feeling like it's sort of an infliction that I'm dealing with. Not that I'm disappointed or anything, but still hasn't really hit me that hard. But I'll like upload another update once I have that nuchal translucency exam, and that will be next week. See ya.